Hi students, this is a small follow-up video on gel filtration chromatography, right? Now we have already discussed gel filtration chromatography in detail in a separate video which you can find in the link via the description. However, there is a small conception that needs to be absolutely clear regarding gel filtration chromatography, right? Many of you might be thinking that it's same like the process of filtration, in which the mobile phase being a liquid and the solid phase is the gel column, and the principle is basically we separate the mixture on basis of their particle size. So the particles that are bigger must get stuck on the gel pores and the smaller ones will be filtered first, right? No, this is not the correct concept. The actual thing that happens is the particles with bigger size are eluted first, but the particles with smaller size, they get stuck. So why is that? First few things about gel filtration chromatography. The gel is actually Cefadex. Okay, you should know this name, Cefadex, and generally it's basically a dextran, the same that is you have heard about low molecular weight dextran, that is used as a plasma expander, volume expander in case of hemorrhage, bleeding, etc. So what happens, the gels are like beads, all right? Multiple beads make up a gel column, right? Now the particles which are smaller in size, they actually interact with the gel pores and they can penetrate into the gel, all right? But the particles that are bigger will not go inside the gel. I will draw a very simple diagram and I will illustrate it for you. So all in all, you need to know, as an MCQ question, the bigger proteins cannot enter the gel and they are eluted first. Now let's see how does this thing happen. Now you see what happens. Imagine this is a gel column. Okay, now in here, imagine this part to be porous. Okay, now there is a stopcock, okay, with which we can control, and here the things will be eluted. Okay, that is the mobile phase and the particles. So the gel consists of all these beads. Okay, these are the gel beads. In order to pass through the gel, the particles need to be smaller than the pores of the gel. So the particles with smaller size actually will pass through the gel pores, and then it may pass from here to here depending. So they will get stuck inside the gel and then they will be coming out eluted. However, the particles that are big, imagine bigger particles, okay, and these beads are actually freely moving around, okay, so there are spaces in between them, right? So the particles which are actually bigger, it may not be this big in size, I'm just drawing it hypothetically. So the bigger particles, what will happen, they will not enter the gel pores at all. What will do is they will simply pass through the sides, and then they will get eluted. However, the smaller particles has to enter the gel pores and so they will come late. So you understand my point? The bigger particles will simply pass through the sides without entering the pores of the gel component matrix or the solid phase or the stationary phase, and the smaller particles will interact with the stationary phase, they will enter the pores and so they will be coming out late. And using this principle, we can separate a mixture of any substance, maybe proteins, one has got a big molecular size, one has got a small molecular size, with the help of this type of chromatography. In all this process, the mobile phase will definitely continue to flow across this thing, and whatever protein is coming out, it will come out with the mobile phase and it will be collected in the fraction collector, right? So this was all about the small update regarding gel filtration chromatography. Overall, as a part of an MCQ, the things that you need to remember is the gel is named Cefadex G, Biochemical, it is a dextran. The gel column do not allow bigger proteins to enter, and therefore the bigger size proteins are eluted first, and the smaller size protein, they will enter the gel and they will be eluted out later, right? And this is the schematic diagram. So I hope this small video clears the basic confusion among the students regarding how the big particles are coming first. So please let me know in the comment section with any, if you have got any queries, and I'll be happy to solve them. I will see you soon with another video. Till then, bye and take care.